what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to teach you how to play Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. Let's go. Before we get started, like most Poison songs, I'm tuned down a half step. This is one of my favorite songs to teach beginners just because it's so easy. There's only a few chords and it's an awesome song. It's really a good example of you don't need to make a song complicated to make it great. And Poison did it with this song. I mean, this was a huge, huge hit. And, you know, it's one of those songs everybody loves, so. So the chords, here we go. It's a G, but we're going to play it with this added D note here. So instead of playing a G the typical way, with your hand like this, so with your ring finger on the 3rd fret and your middle finger on the 2nd fret, we're going to switch it so your index finger's on the 2nd fret and your middle finger's on the 3rd. That way, your pinky and your ring finger can stay there, because check this out. So this is the G, this is the C, and then this is the D. Do you see how you're barely moving your hand at all? In fact, you could just even leave your pinky there if you want. I'll do some cool hammer-ons and pull-offs. So, here's the G, here's the C, and then here's the D. Alright, so the way this song starts is, you're going to start with a G, he's just alternating between a C and a G. The hardest thing for a beginner to learn is going to be the rhythm. So, I'm just going to strum this G chord, and I'm going to play the rhythm. I want you to focus on my rhythm hand, my right hand. One trick I'll tell you is to make it sound like the recording, he's brushing the strings. He's not really picking that hard. He's not playing like that. He's just really nice light. So to break that down for you, I'm starting the downstroke by hitting the top strings, the fat strings up here. And then on the upstroke, grabbing the low strings, the B and the E and the G. So, hear that? The cool thing about this song for a beginner is you can just go and then as you get the strumming down and you start to play along with the recording, which I strongly urge you to do, because the more you play with the recording, the more you'll start to feel those downstrokes and upstrokes. You'll feel that rhythm, like. Alright, so it's just alternating a G and a C until you get to the end of the first verse where he says, though I tried. That's where it switches to the D. And then goes back to a C. And then to the G. And that G is what starts the chorus.
Every rose has its thorn.
So the chorus is exactly the same. Exact same chords. Alright, verse 2 is exactly the same, exact same chords. bridge is the only somewhat complicated part of this song, and it's really not complicated at all. The bridge starts with an E minor, just like this, to a D, to a C, to the G. So that walk down, when you're playing that G, you're gonna play the second fret of the E string, and then that open E is your walk down to the E minor. So and that's it. Then it goes back to the verse 3. Then there's one more chorus and the song is done. All right, let me switch guitars and I'm going to show you how to play the solos. So that first solo goes like this. So to break that down, that first riff, you're going to play on the 14th fret on the G and the 12th fret on the B. But you're only going to bend the G string. So you're going to leave this finger here and go. So I think on the recording he actually does that twice. He goes like it's a double bend. So I have this habit of doing that. This is my own little riff I do constantly. Pulling your finger off and then going back to that bend. I don't actually think he does that. It's really just a bend on the 15th fret. And then this little riff here is a 12th to the 14th on the D string, then to the 12th on the G string. So you're going to go. And then it's just a quick 3 little notes. Back to that same bend. So what I'm doing there is 14th to the 12th on the G string, to the 14th on the D string. So, and then 13th on the B to the 12th on the B, and then to the 14th on the G. So, and then that same bend again. And then the next bend's on the 15th on the E, and then 12th on the B string. With that nice slow bend back to the note. Right? So that's the first lead. So the solo, the second solo starts with this. So all I'm doing there is bending that 9th fret all the way up to the 16th fret, all on the G string. Then he's just going between the 16th and the 17th on the G string. And then he bends here. Right, so it's just that. So to do that riff, you're going to bend on the 14th. And then when you're pinky, you're going to grab the 15th on the B. Right, so you're going to bend up, grab the 15th on the B, and then bend it back down. So bend, hit the 15th on the B, hit the G string again, and bend back down to the 12th on the G. So. And there's a bend on the 15th on the B. Then he goes to this cool little run. That's all it is this quick little, I'll do it slow for you. Then the next little riff is down here on the 7th fret on the B string. So all you're doing is playing the 7th and the 8th on the B, and then you're going to bend the 7th on the G. So then he goes back up to the 15th. Same riff as before. You can actually do it up here. The tab actually says it's up here. But it's the same bend as the 15th on the B. And it's the same type of riff. You bend, and then with your pinky, grab that 15th. Wherever's more comfortable for you to play it. So that should get you through the whole song. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Smash that bell so you're notified every time I make a video. Until I see you again, keep rocking.